Hi everyone, welcome to Humble Warrior Yoga. I'm Taylor. Today's session is going to be yoga for volleyball players or any athlete where you're playing a very unilateral type of sport with a lot of rotation. For this session, you're gonna need 1 to 2 blocks. And the fun fact today is that the inventor of the Pringles can was actually buried in a Pringles can. Alrighty, so grab your blocks and place them towards the top of your mat. And then come to lying down on your left side. So get your knees in line with your hips, palms on top of each other. You're gonna slide your right palm a little bit further past your left and then start to take your right arm up with your ear. Just opening up into the spine, working on a bit of rotation. Try not to move your knees. Keep them glued together if you can. Opening up into the pec. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. We're just waking the spine up and the shoulder. Good, let's do one more. Alrighty, from here, no suspense, we're switching sides. So come over to your right side, knees in line with your hips. Ankles tracking below the knees. Slide the left fingertips past the right fingertips and then start to take your left arm up with your ear. And depending on if you're right or left-handed in your sport, notice if one side feels a lot easier than the other. That's normal. We want to work towards evening out those imbalances. Couple more. Let's do one more. And let it go. Make your way to a child's pose. Toes touching, knees apart for this one. And bring your forehead down onto the floor. Take a couple deep breaths. Try and soften your hips towards your heels. And even if they don't, just think about softening. Alrighty, from here, you're going to spike up onto your fingertips so your elbows lift up off of the ground, and then lift your forehead up a bit. Weave the left arm underneath the right armpit, and your right elbow is going to stay lifted. Getting a nice stretch into that deltoid muscle, a nice easy rotation in the spine. You might even feel it in your side body a little bit. Good, switch. Left fingertips down, weave the right arm underneath the left. Right side of your face comes down. And Take some breaths. See if you can inflate the right lung a little bit from the hip all the way up towards the shoulder. And release. Place your right palm back down and then roll up to a tabletop. All fours, hands and knees. Flip your hands so your fingertips are pointing towards your knees and take a couple cat-cows. So when you're ready, drop your belly, flick your tailbone up, and exhale, round. Push the floor away, tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing with your breath. Nice, come back to center. Flip your fingers so they're pointing forward, and we're just gonna protract and retract the shoulders a little bit. So with your next inhale, just allow your sternum to soften towards the ground, squeeze your shoulder blades together. The spine does not move. And then as you exhale, push the floor away, spread your shoulder blades on your upper back, and I do want you to round the spine for the protracting part. So round, you can even tuck your chin towards your chest. Spine in neutral, retract, so sternum comes down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then protract. Push the floor away, round your upper back, feel a nice stretch in between your shoulder blades, even tuck your chin. 3 more, with your breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale, push, hold, tuck your chin, push, 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 even shoulders come past the wrists. Nice. And let it go. We'll make our way into some hip cars. So from here, you're gonna kick your, let's do the right heel up towards the sky. Notice if your back arches, we wanna keep that core nice and contained. It's gonna arch a little, but we don't want it to arch too much. Now from here, you're gonna open your hip. So knee comes wide, so we're externally rotating the hip. And then you're gonna drive your knee high towards your right tricep and then close the book. 2 more this direction, so heel's gonna kick up. You're gonna open your knee like a Lamborghini door, drive your knee towards your tricep, and close the book. Last one this direction. Kick the heel straight up, squeeze the glute. Externally rotate the hip. Take your knee towards your tricep and close. Now we're gonna do the opposite. So you're gonna open the knee first, internally rotate the hip like you were kicking a hacky sack with the knife edge of your right foot, and then drive the foot up. Bring your thigh in towards your chest, open wide to the side, internal rotation, just isolate the hip, hitting that hacky sack, and then heel drive straight up. Last one, knee to chest, open it wide, internally rotate, kick the heel straight up. Now draw your knee to your chest. You're just gonna open your right leg wide to the side, straighten your leg for a moment, and then place your right foot down. Hop your left knee over to the left, really suction cup the bottom of your right foot, and then just begin to shift forward and back. So coming into some groin rocks, I really want you to flick your tailbone back like you are arching your spine. Couple more. Now hold with your bottom towards your heel. Keep flicking your tailbone up. Perfect. Come forward and let it go. Right knee back onto your mat. Same other side, kicking that left heel up towards the sky. Try not to arch your spine. Keep the core contained. Squeeze the glute, lift the leg a little higher. You're gonna externally rotate. So opening the left knee like a Lamborghini door. Drive your left knee up towards your tricep and then close the book. 2 more like this. Kick the left heel up. Externally rotate the hip. Drive the knee to the tricep. Close like a book. Last one. Heel goes up. External rotation of the hip. Knee to tricep. Close. Going the opposite way. Drive your left thigh in towards your chest. Open wide to the side. Now you're going to internally rotate your hip like you were hitting a hacky sack with the outer edge of your left foot, and then drive your heel straight up. 2 more. Thigh to chest. Open it wide. Internally rotate. Kick your left heel up. Last one. Thigh to chest. Open it wide. Internal rotation of the hip. Drive your heel up. Okay, this time thigh comes to your chest. Open your left leg wide. Try not to shift the shoulders. Straighten the leg for a moment. And then place the bottom of your left foot down. Hop your right knee over to the right. Keep the right toes tucked. Suction cup the left foot and then shift forward and back. Flicking your tailbone up towards the sky. Keep spreading your fingers wide. Notice if one side feels more open. For me, my right side's definitely tighter in that groin adductor area. Nice. Bring your heel towards your bottom. Hold here for a moment. And come forward and let it go. Knees together. Tuck your toes under. And then go ahead and take a seat back onto your heels. Get your pinky toes tucked in there as well. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, the left hand is going to come to the outer edge of your right foot, or not your foot, your thigh for a twist. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, the right hand comes to the outer edge of your left thigh. Let's do 4 more total. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really isolating in the spine. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. And out. Twist. Inhale back to center. Reach up. Begin to cactus your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades on your back. Try to get your hands out of your peripheral vision for 3, for 2, 1. Take your hands to your heart center. Make your way to downward facing dog. Walk your hands forward and then tuck your toes under. Pick your knees and hips up. Begin to march out your heels, bending one knee and then the other knee. Opening up the backs of the legs. Push your hands down and forward. And then from here, you're going to walk your hands to the back of the mat. And then take your feet mat distance apart. So toe, heel, your feet out. Now peace fingers hook onto your big toes. You're going to inhale, squat down as far as you can go. And then exhale, fold. Opening or bending the elbows wide to the side a little bit. Inhale. And exhale. Going with your breath at your own pace. And if there are any sticky spots and you really want to pause in a position, by all means, you can do that. If you want to do this for a little bit longer. Couple more. Last one, hold in the squat. Nice, and then make your way to forward fold. Release, fingertips to the floor. Heel toe your feet back in. Take a halfway lift, lengthen, and then exhale, crawl forward into downward facing dog. From here, lift your right leg out behind you. And coming into pigeon pose, right knee to right wrist, shin comes down on an angle. Hop your left knee back. Now, it might be handy to take one of your blocks underneath your right hip if your hip is lifted. Fingertips wide to the side. Inhale, lift your chest up. And exhale, dive down. Keep going with your breath. I really want you to press that right shin straight down into the floor. So you're still using your glute muscles. 3 more. Last one. Alrighty, next time you lift up, take your block out from underneath your hip and then completely sit on your right hip. I want you to connect the bottom of your right foot and your left knee together. We call this position shin box. With or without the help of your hands, come to standing on your shins. Now it's as if I was karate chopping you at the hips, kind of like we were doing a deadlift. So hinging halfway, nice, and then bring it back up and squeeze. We'll do 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Come on up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Now this right shin, you're gonna open it. So swivel that right shin over to the left. You're gonna step your left foot to the top of the mat. Fingertips come down and then step your right foot all the way to the back of the mat and lower your right knee down towards the floor. Heel toe your left foot, 1, 2, 1, 2 to the left, and pause here in a low lizard lunge. Grab your block. Okay, the block is going to be in your right hand. Now, this left arm, you're gonna bring it up, over and around. At the same time, draw your right heel towards your bottom, grab your foot if you can, and give it a little squeeze. Okay, release. Again, reach that left arm up. You're gonna tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee up, and then that free left hand, you're gonna push back, straighten both legs, and try to reach for your right foot. Okay, a couple more. Lunging forward, drop your right knee. Left arm goes up, over and around. Catch your foot, give it a little squeeze, little quad stretch. Nice, and then right toe stab to the ground, straighten both legs. Left fingertips are chasing the right toes. Let's do a couple more, you got this. Coming into that little quad stretch, or maybe it's just lizard, into this modified pyramid. Last 2. Last 1. Nice, push it back into that pyramid. Good, you're gonna plant both of your palms down from here and make your way to a downward facing dog. Rolling forward to a high plank. You can drop your knees if you need to. Lower all the way down to your belly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wiggle back, move your props if you need. Take your left arm wide to the left, your right hand next to your right ribs, bend your right knee, and then roll over to the left side. Gently coming back onto your belly, switching sides, right arm wide, left hand to your left ribs, bend your left knee, and rolling over to the right. Opening up into the pec. With each inhale, trying to create a little bit more space. With each exhale, just softening down. Nice, let it go. Come back onto your belly. Press back to a child's pose just for a beat. So your butt kisses your heels, and then make your way to down dog. When you get there, left leg rises. Inhale. Pigeon pose left side. So the knee comes right behind the left wrist, and the shin's at about a 45 to 90 degree angle, somewhere in that range. Grab your block underneath your left glute. Give yourself that support. Try not to have your glute just floating in space. Fingertips wide to the side. Press your left shin straight down into the floor. Inhale, lift your chest up, and exhale, dive down. 4 more, breathe in. And out. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale brings you up. Plant your palms and take the block out from underneath your glute and sit completely on your left hip. Connect the bottom of your left foot and your right knee together. Once you're ready, standing up onto your shins, squeeze the glutes at the top. We're doing 5 total. Hinge, and then come up and squeeze. That's 1. Hinge, and squeeze. That's 2. 3 more. Hinge, squeeze. 2 more. Hinge, squeeze. Last 1. Hinge, squeeze. Good. Left shin, you're swinging it over to the left. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Fingertips frame the right foot, and then send your left toes all the way to the back and drop your left knee down. Heel toe your right foot, 1, 2, 1, 2, to the inside of your right leg. So you're in this low lizard lunge. Just pause, dropping the hips down. Okay, block either on the first, second, or third setting. Same, just this side. So the right arm is coming up, over and around, and at the same time you're drawing your left heel in towards your bottom and catching your foot, giving it a little squeeze. Nice little quad stretch. Release as the right arm comes up, over, and forward. Pick the left knee up, push both hips back, and straighten the right leg to some capacity. 4 more like that. Lunge into the right knee, drop the left knee, left heel curls in, give it a little squeeze. Nice release. Try and make the movements slow and mindful. You're moving with your breath. That's where the magic is moving with the breath. The breath is going to help open up all these tight areas. It moves the energy in the body. Last 2. Okay, last one here, doing good, almost there. Nice, push it back, last, modified pyramid. Good, lunging forward, block off to the side. Plant your palms and make your way to downward facing dog. Roll forward, high plank. Lower, once again, all the way to your belly. Okay, we'll do a shoulder stretch. You will need 1 block on the second setting. So grab the block out in front. Stack your forearms on top of each other. Flip your palms up, and then let's do the right forearm on in front of the left or on top of the left. And slide your right hand over to the left and your left arm over to the right, and place your forehead down on your block. Stretching into the deltoid. And this one takes a little bit to marinate into. And if this is too much from this prone position, you can also do this exact same stretch from the child's pose position. Nice, lift your forehead up. Slide your forearms back to center. Once again, no suspense, switching. So the left forearm's gonna come on top, palms are face up, right hand over to the left, left arm over to the right. Same other side. Okay, lifting your head up. Arms coming back to center. You're gonna press back to a child's pose, not hose. Once again, just for a beat. And then pop up to sitting on your heels and swing your legs forward. You can windshield wiper the legs a couple times. But the last passive stretch we'll do is a seated butterfly to invite some rounding in the spine. A lot of volleyball is a lot of extension, so we want to counter that with some nice rounding. So feet together, knees wide. I want the legs more in a diamond shape rather than a very tight diamond shape. So feet away from you. This is a very yin style of butterfly. You're simply going to tuck your chin towards your chest and then round forward and drop your head. And you might get a nice stretch into the adductor muscles as well. That'd be a bonus, but I want to focus more on the muscles along the spine here, from the low back all the way to the base of the skull. Alrighty, release your grip from your feet. Slowly roll yourself all the way up. Close your legs like a book. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I know this is a very niche video, but I do love volleyball and I really wanted to make this video happen. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, do let me know. I love hearing all your feedback. Anyways, have an amazing rest of your day. Love you all.